How did I analyze the trade to get this setup? Is what I want to explain in this video. In this particular video, I'm going to show you how the market trapped traders into the market and we lost the money. And I'm also going to show you a strategy that I actually used today on this particular trade on gold to make this very money. Yeah, that's money. Now, this is our signal community. So this is a signal. This is when I dropped the signal today around 4:43. I dropped the signal and I told them to use good risk management. Then they use the signal. Well, I now came over here and tell them that this is my A plus setup. They should actually try and enter the trade if they did not enter the trade. That was what I told them here, that this is my A plus setup. That I'm sure, although I cannot guarantee them. That was what I told them. For those of you that were there, I cannot guarantee them 100%, but that's my A plus setup. So it's a setup that's supposed to give us the best result. They should enter the trade. That was what I told them. After that, we start taking profits like you can see. So we closed that with all the take profit was done successfully. So how did I analyze this trade that I was very sure? I was 70, 80%, 90% sure that this trade is going to go. How did I analyze the trade to get this setup? Is what I want to explain in this video. By the way, before I proceed today, we had 4 setup was out and we hit 3 take profit. 3 of them hit take profit, and 1 hit SL. So you could say I'm trying to be very natural with you. I'm not just making up. This is my Telegram community, Japanese Expand Signal community. So that is it. Now, as of yesterday, let me take you to yesterday. Yesterday, we had 10 setups, and out of the 10, we had, this is it. Yesterday, we had 10 setups. Out of the 10 setups, we had only 1 SL. Then 9 take profits. That was yesterday. That's how yesterday was. So you can see yesterday was also massive on its own. So how do I come up with all of this trade setup that we're able to get like this? I want to take you to the chart so I can show you this direct. Okay, so first thing first, I have my different trading strategy depending on the time of the day. I trade 9:30 Eastern time. Even if I'm in Nigeria, I do study the session and trade because I know that during that time, a lot of stock market opens, a lot of things happens in the market. So I know how to trade the 9:30 Eastern time. I know how to trade that, and I calculate it. I convert it into Nigerian time, and I watch out for it. So today, this was it. This was the 9:30 when the market opened. So before then, what I did was I was just waiting. I think I was likely sleeping. So when it was that time, I have to wake up and I come to the market and mark out this place. I mark out this place. So when I mark this place out, so I was waiting. For those of you that knows how to trade this 5 minutes candle, I was waiting for the market to do something crazy, and that is to leave a displacement. Once this candle have broken out, let me pick this so you can see. I was expecting by the time this candle will break out, it will actually come back and give us a displacement. Then we'll trade it. That's how the strategy is being traded. If it's closed outside, then we're going to enter here and target risk to reward. What's risk to reward ratio of 1:2. But unfortunately, this candle did not do that. So since he did not do that, what I have to do is I have to wait. Now the next thing after, once this candle went up like this, the next question I was asking myself is, where is this market going? Like, I don't just analyze my trade like that. I like to start my trade from weekly or daily time frame. So I went to daily time frame, and what I did was I mark out Asian highs and low because I want to know where the market is going to avoid the trap. I went to daily time frame. I mark out yesterday's highs and low. That was the first thing I did. So I came over to this particular place and I picked the highs, and this was yesterday's high. That was yesterday's high, and this was yesterday's low. So I mark out those two things. Now, the moment I mark those two things out, I changed the color so to avoid confusion. So when I know when we are going to Delhi, I know where am I. Now, I also step down to 1 hour. This was the next thing I did. I stepped down to 1 hour to mark Asian highs and low. I'm showing you people the strategy I used to enter that trade. So I don't use indicator. To be very honest with you guys, I don't use indicators like that. This is what I do because I want to understand what I'm doing. So I come down to, I'm looking for the Asian highs and low. Today is Friday, 27th of March. So I now try to identify Asian highs and low. This was 26. So I'm looking for 27. This is where 27. This is where 27 start. So this happened to be the low because this was yesterday. So this happened to be the low. So let me put something at where we have the low. This was Asian low. I'll change color so you can understand it. I'll give it blue color. Then Asian highs. I'm looking for Asian highs on the 27th 5 a.m. This was the highest level for Asian highs because the market will always take liquidity before we do anything in the market. So I've mapped out everything and keep. So let's go back to 5 minutes so you can see everything playing out for me. We are here on the 5 minutes. Good. We are here on the 5 minutes. So the first thing was I was waiting for a displacement. This candle should reverse so that we can trade this strategy, the 9:30 EMT. For those of you that knows how to trade that strategy, if you don't know and you want me to make a detailed video on that, tell me in the comment section. Drop it in the comment section if you want. Tell me I want to know the 9:30 EMT strategy. I'll make a detailed video for you. So when this candle break up here, now the first thing the candle did, follow me through so you can see with your eye. The first thing the candle did was when it gets to this point, it came down. This was liquidity sweep. You can see that this candle is higher, this particular candle is higher than this blue line. Can you notice that? So this was a liquidity sweep. So I was thinking, okay, since it has swept liquidity on Asian high, because this, remember this blue line is Asian line, Asian high. If you go down, you're going to see Asian low. You can see, and the black line happened to be previous day low, and the black line above is previous day high. Those were the thing. Map out first. Okay. So when I look, I noticed this that this it has sweep liquidity on Asia. So I was thinking, okay, the next thing I was waiting was a displacement. Let it give us a strong displacement reversing. So if it has given us a displacement, I would have expected it to come down and give another displacement, then sell down. So I was ready to sell from this point. But unfortunately, it pulls out these candles and move up like straight. There was no even wick under. Okay, very tiny wick, like you can see, move on and was moving. So it has cleared Asian highs and it's still going up. So I now believe that it's going to the previous day high. The previous day high. I was watching, I did not click anything. I was just waiting. When it gets to this place, the market started tankling. It came down. I did not enter for two reasons. Why I did not enter this trade, because it's closer to previous day high. Why is it coming back? That is one. Two, it did not break to my 50%. Understand? It was just up here, so it was too expensive. I measured my fips. Now let me show you. This was my doom. So I measured my fips to this point. The price, it wasn't cheap enough for me to sell at this particular place. If it has entered at least 50%, I would have known, okay, maybe it's going up now or it's coming down. So it was too much for me, and there was no displacement. I just have to allow the market to run its race. I did not do anything at that time, so the markets keep running. The market keep running until it gets to this point. Now remember, this was previous day high that we mark out. Previous day high, and it went high and come down. So let me take you to 1 hour so you see what happened at this point. Let's go to 1 hour. I want you to see what truly happened. You know, this is 5 minutes. So we are here on 1 hour. What happened today? Now look at it here. When it came to this point, it swept the liquidity and returned. Look at immediately the market returned. Did you get it? So this was a liquidity sweep. You get it? So let's go back to our 5 minutes where we took the entry, because we actually took the entry on, I think, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. So that was it. So now at this point, this was when this come down and closed bearish. The moment this thing closes bearish, I was preparing, but I wasn't certain. But I needed something like this. This was the trade I need. So when this one closed bearish, I have to release the setup. Let's go to the group so you can see. Let it not be as if I'm just talking. So you look at it here at the Telegram group. At which point did I ask them to enter the trade? Let's see first. So we'll not just be talking. 45.33. 45.33 was when I released the setup. So let's go back to the charts. 45.33. Where was 45.33? That's exactly where my cursor is. I think, let me keep a line so that you will not be confused. 45.33. You see this place? Good. That's where my cursor is. 45.33. 45.33. Good. Now you see where this blue line, this particular, I think, let me give this one another line so that you won't be confused. possibly a green line. Good. You see this screen cross, where this screen cross is. So that was where my entry was. I asked them to enter at this point. So let's pick a short position so you could see what we did. A short position. Good. So this was the position we entered the trade, and we entered the trade at this point. So I adjust this. Okay, that was where the stop loss was. Then the take profits. Voila, it was exactly 1:2. Exactly 1:2. You see how the market plays out. Everything. So at this point, we take profits. We close perfectly well. Now, this is I'm showing you how I analyze the market that we place that trade. For those of you that place that trade with me, how we analyze the market and went in. Now, I want to show you people the trap. The first trap was these points. See this, you see these points? So this particular point here. Let me remove this. Look at this. Let me remove this so that let me remove things that will confuse you. Let me remove most of the things that will confuse you. The first trap was this place, this area. You see this particular area here. You see this area. This was the first trap. Good. That was the first trap. For those of you that trade liquidity sweep, this was the first trap. Now, because the market have actually swept liquidity on Asian high, some people would have entered sell. Unfortunately, I did not. Unfortunately, to them, me, I did not enter. I waited. For those that enter sell, they'll be kicked out of the market because their stop loss will be around this area. I've kicked out of the market. In short, by the way, in some Telegram group that I am, when the market was at this point, people started selling, selling, selling. But I didn't have a reason to sell. Like that is it. I didn't have a reason to sell at this point. You know, if you sell here, this is why they sell. They sold this kind of stop loss will be here. Me, I didn't have a reason to sell. So I have to just wait. I waited. And while other people, while the market was selling, so what is going on? I can't sell. Oh. Let me just hold on and see what is actually going on in the market. So the market came over here. When the market came to this point, why did I sell? Was because it has cleared the previous day high. It has swept liquidity. And like I do talk about it on this channel, liquidity is the fuel that the market used to sell, used to move in its direction. So the moment he has collected liquidity, there's a high chances that the market is going to sell. That's just the point. There's a high chances that the market is going to sell as soon as it has gotten liquidity. So there's giving me an entry position. So it gotten liquidity, closes bearish. So I have to execute the trade. Risk 1:2, which is my trading strategy. As a beginner, concentrate on 1:2. Don't go more than that for now. Yes, 1:2. That was what I gave out in my signal community. By the way, personally, on my own trade, I actually have to target the previous day low. I have one of my trade that is still running, it has not reached here yet. But what I gave out to the signal community was 1:2, which was very okay, and it did not disappoint us. And did you notice that the moment the market gets to 1:2, the market starts reversing? Now, where is it reversing to? It's reversing to this fair value gap. There's a fair value gap here. Okay, it's a fair value gap at this particular point. So let me show you guys. Remember, I'm not using an indicator in this particular training. Not that I don't have indicators, but I want to be very real to you so you can see, learn the right way. So there's a fair value gap within this axis. Yeah, within this axis, like this. So the price eventually returns to the fair value gap. Now, the fair value gap is between this particular candle and this particular candle. So that is here. Now, what this is giving people an opportunity to enter again. People that miss it at the spot to enter again, but it's not safe because if you enter here, take it or leave it, you need your stop loss to still come up, and it's not safe. That's just the point. So that being said, this is the trade setup I use. So let me explain the trap again. This was first of all the trap. The first trap was here. Boom. This was a trap that a lot of people will sell. Me, I refuse to sell. And I follow the market, allow the market to clear liquidity. The moment the market cleared liquidity, it reversed and gave us the entry. So this was the trade we took today on liquidity sweep. So the strategy we traded today was known as liquidity sweep. Yes, liquidity sweep. Like if you look at I have a system for this, well organized. If you look at here, this is SMC liquidity. Yeah, this is my trading strategy. One of my trading strategy, not only one that I have. By the way, let me be very honest to you. You need to know. You need to have a trading strategy, else you cannot become a profitable trader. That's just it. I hope you learn. If you learn, kindly like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos like this, because my goal is to see as I can help you become a profitable trader. See you at the top. Yeah, I conduct a specific training. I conduct trainings like this. So if you want me to mentor, you want me to coach you, teach you one-on-one, look for the links in the description and reach out to me. You can get access to one-on-one mentorship, advanced forex training, or the regular training, anyone that you prefer. I run those three training. And for your information, I don't do investment. I won't ask you for any investment, okay? And I don't trade for people. I hope that part is clear. I don't trade for people. I won't ask you for any investment. I want to teach you straight what I know, and you is your obligation whether you take it or you don't take it. I do not force you to take it. This is just what I know, and this is my trading strategy. I'm only sharing it to you. So it's not left for you to either use it or forget about it. That is it. So thank you very kindly. Thank you for watching the video, and subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for more videos like this. Bye bye.